You think you're going to go silent? And then Saturn says, question. If we were to go into a war, in which we will, because things have to crumble, because when they don't work, things crumble. That's how math works. When the shit don't work, it crumbles. It's not rocket science. It's something that the ancients and the elders, the real ones, knew. That's how they got old and was able to share. Well, anyway, to the point. Maybe it won't happen. But if World War III happened, who are you going to choose? Are you going to choose your preacher? Are you going to choose your politicians? Are you going to choose Jesus and have Jesus fight the war for you? Are you going to choose Jesus to get you out of the depression and the recession that you're already going through? Are you going to call on Jesus to buy you a car when you've spent all your money putting your tangible money into intangible things when you know you don't have that much life? I'm just saying, and Jesus is going to forgive your constant ignorance of doing the wrong thing, right? Because Jesus forgives everything. First off, there were no J's back in, like there are no J's now. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no J. There ain't no J. Just saying. Always comes back around. Click, 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 clicky. Just saying, if a war started today, click. Who you going to call? That's what you're going to have to stand on for the next 3 years. Choose wisely. And that's why soldiers are necessary. Preachers and celebrities, not so much. Evolution is such a rush, but are you ready for evolution? Or are you waiting for Jesus to take you through evolution when you crucify Jesus and his crew and his legacy all the time, reminding you there ain't no J's. You can't even say it right. You can't even call that spirit's name right. And maybe you weren't supposed to because the nerve. Can you imagine somebody calling my name wrong? Like that sir yesterday. But I heard right because you were in such a bitch mode. I was just trying to diffuse your tension. But I was being respectful. Maybe you didn't realize you were being disrespectful. Some old soldiers are like that. They don't get that they're being disrespectful. It's the pattern now, as many old generals do when you're out of touch with what is happening now. That's why I speak to the military brats. You are my crew. Because you're a bit soldier, you're a bit peace hippie. You're going to know what to do. You're respectful. Like, it's just a flyover. Anyway, I know those two got it. I could tell. It reminded me of the 7 priests in Atlanta at that time. The one priest that got it. Sir, be careful who you call a bitch. You were projecting. Now it's just reflecting back to you with respect. Don't let the hair or the color or whatever you think twist you out. Jesus comes in many forms. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you do now. That's it. Who you're going to call when you need the truth? The bitter old soldier who can't even, talk to the youth? The one who's stuck in a rut? Or the people who don't have a clue? Oh, celebrities and preachers, they know what to do. You're going to put them in the middle of a fight in the war zone, drop them off, and have them bring out their Bibles while these people getting ready to shoot them up and drop bombs on them? Unforgivable love. Or do we constantly give the preacher a hug who's raping everybody in your congregation, your wife, your child? Who's speaking unconditional love? The ones who do the most unforgivable things, but Jesus is going to help you, right? But there are no J's. Do you know what I mean? Remember, truth is truth. And we're headed to World War III, whether you want to believe that or not. So what do you see? Who is the next FDR? Because you know what? It ain't nobody I see. Maybe one, but I'll keep that to myself. Reminding you, I'm just a real oracle. And seeing if you can really earn the right to do for yourself. But you got to think first. It's got to come from the inside, because nothing outside of you is going to help you if it's not in you. That's how that attraction works. So what would you do? If World War III was going to happen, is your Bible and your book? Oh, the missionaries have done so well all these years. They go into other countries and they turn them into Christians, but that's not only what they do. See, it's those stories that they hide from you. In between time, soldiers be protecting. Soldiers asking exactly who are we protecting right now? The same people who shoot us up. It's that part, man. That's why when you need a talk, when you need a hug, when you need some real love, you know where to find me. Even some of you old soldiers too. Maybe you just need a real hug. But side eye and call me a bitch and you gonna get the glove too. Because motherfuckers, I ain't scared of none of you. I'm not one of your troops. I work for God, not you. Remember that. And you will get checked like you did. That came from the 5th Cav, the black kid. But I have a lot of colors in me. So I played the white card on you yesterday. Did you see it? No, you're stuck in your bitch rope. Oops. See? Are you laughing yet? You should, because you need to loosen up. If I see you fishing, I'm going to come and say hi. And see if your attitude has gotten better. Because if you come out to the place of peace, be able to receive the peace. But it starts within you. You kept saying you got a rope on your neck. Were you trying to put that rope on mine too? That was disrespect. Did you have a problem with me saying Mary could be a black Sicilian and you think she's just Italian and white? That was disrespect. Did you have a problem with me saying that the Pope kisses a black woman's toe every morning and you don't think that's right? That was disrespect. That's why I'm not scared of anyone. Bet. Because truth stands. You said no one has integrity. Speaking about yourself. Don't speak to me about your lack of integrity when I know who I be. Never let a white man, a black man, or any color man or woman tell you who you are when you know you have earned the right to be you and you have proved it by far. Nobody can tell you shit when you know you. That's why, sir, I respectively, in front of your crew, had to school you. But you've done well. I applaud you. You did what you had to do. It's like those people way back in the day. They only did what they knew, okay? But that's why we call it evolution. So you either sit down and retire and shut up and listen, or just keep fishing. But watch who you talk to the next time you come around me. No apologies necessary. I think you got it. At least they did. Everybody's not going to get you. That's true. I don't need everybody to get me. I wasn't there for you. I was there for them. And they got it. They always do. My soul tribe. Misty's Child. The Ranger Manger Show. Military brats. Yo. We are what this world's been looking for. So continue to do you. And be careful. Like they came after me, they're coming for you. But we got it. We got it. We got it. No celebrity, no preacher, no old head who can't evolve. Always give respect now. You got to give respect. Respect the legacy. Respect the steps. But then you take that and you evolve them into something better. That's what you're here for. My parents always taught me to be better than them. They never wanted to hold me down to limits. That's why they didn't want me to be around here. But, you know, I had a mission to do. And my mission is you. They know who I'm talking to. Anyway, have a good day. Wednesday show. Ranger Manger Show. Look at the glow. How's she doing this show? That's I'm 67 years old, so this old goat, this old patent, I know, you were feeling some kind of way. But you came up against the wrong one, okay? Maybe you have some hidden racism in you. Maybe you didn't know it. Maybe some woman burnt you. Maybe your ex-wife burnt you. Maybe your current wife burned you. Maybe women in the past. I don't know, and I don't give a damn. But when you come for me, best believe I'm gonna meet you and put you on your ass. Mentally, creatively. See, I'm a much better person than I used to be. Before, the old me would have literally went into you, which would have been crazy, because you never go into a soldier like that, especially when you know they are shell shocked. Don't think these old soldiers, the ones who really been in a battle, are shell shocked. See, I don't have tats on me because you can't see the tats. I'm a little dark, but I have tats in me. I've been tattered with the well, that same thing you look for in the shrines. It's in me. It's been in me all the time. They never can see it, hidden right in their face. Like I told him when he talked about Jesus took the rope off me. You got to watch these Jesus freaks, okay? Because they're still learning their way. You're never too old to learn. That you must remember. You're never too old to learn, because when you feel like you're too old to learn, that is surely the way that you will burn in your own ego. A lot of people are burning in their own ego. You're bitter because you're bitter. And you still haven't found your light. Everybody's not your troops, right? So the next time we see each other, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then just smile. I'll walk away. But if I feel a little Hillsongish coming my way, please believe I will handle it, okay? Because I was made for it. You better read up yourself. You should know about the 5th Cavalry. I know some white people and even some Italians still are a little slow. They still can't get it because they got that ego. It's okay. It don't matter. It don't matter. You're growing. Continue to grow. But always remember, when you come to a real one will check you. You do now. As I said, Jesus can come in many forms and be looking right at you and talking to you. So if World War III comes, just what would you do? Hashtag WWED. Just doing me in 2023. And I'm a defer to my protection squad while I just have a wonderful life hanging out with the birds and the bees and the trees in sacred protected space. And I plan on keeping it that way. Peace brings peace. Lessons brings lessons. And blessings come when you learn and earn. And that is not gender nor color specific. Label either. There were no J's. Be careful when you talk to someone. They could be smarter than you. Okay. Your lesson for today. Class dismissed. Pisces know shit. That's Stevie. If that's the real Stevie, is that the real you? Because I never know anymore. There's so many fake people on here. I'm like, you know what? I've had some Hollywood whores plug into everybody. So if I don't respond to anybody, just know I have been gang stalked by everybody. And I mean, you know what? Who hasn't come around me? FBI, FED, CIA, military, and all these crazy church people too. Bitch, I went through hell, 666 Hell Street on Person Street. What more can you do to me? I've been through it all. Those who know knew. She ain't playing. She took on the demon and cussed the demon out. A real soldier has gone through real battles. And they really know what they're talking about. You need to learn from those who have actual experience, not just the experience of clout. This ain't a movie, y'all. This ain't a movie. This is the real thing coming out. But you can't see it because it's coming from a little black girl. See, right off the bat, you can't see me. I'm black and I'm a lot of things in me. You know what my great-great-great-granny told me? My great-great-great-granny, all my grandparents have told me slay them all. Now, it's the way that I slay them, okay? But listen, don't any of you white, black, blue, green, Indian, or in between come at me with some dumb shit because you know I'm a reader. See, I can't even talk during Gemini season because I just went off into a whole other thing. And that's what I mean. You can't handle me. You can't handle my authenticity. You can't handle my originality. You can't handle my creativity. You can't handle my truth. That's why I don't stand for simps or stands. I stand for integrity. You don't see integrity, sir? Well, the integrity wasn't in you because integrity was right in front of you. But what did you do? You tried to play a bitch move like I'm one of your little troops. Maybe you got that thing about it. Some men treat women like that. Some men treat that. I told you, some old soldiers, they are into that rut. Even Patton had to be sat the fuck down with respect. My dad was a commanding warrant officer with the 5th Cavalry. I bet he went through a lot of people just like you. I bet you could have been one of those that resented it, even though he was right, because he didn't have your favorite hue. I bet some of you can't stand that people have the nerve to know your history or herstory more than you. Well, that, darlings, is an issue inside of yourself. You got a problem? You're going to continue to have a problem until you check yourself. Take that rope off your neck and don't think you're going to put it around someone else's, right? Or at least you're not going to put it around mine, because I'm going to check your bitch ass every time. And see, excuse me, I'm just projecting through because I've had some really crazy, stupid, ignorant people come through. So please, with respect, sir, I'm not talking about you. But I was being nice and we were all being cool and you came in with a trigger. So I realized God told me what to do. This gentleman needs a lesson from God's child. You want to talk about Jesus? You saw the real thing. Didn't look like what you thought, huh? That's what I mean. Never does. Now, back to, as I said, the question. Real answers only. When World War III comes, and the way we're going, it will, who you going to call on? Your preacher? Jesus? If you got rid of all the soldiers, which is another thing, can the money go to the soldiers instead of labels? Oh, is that what we're doing? And that's why World War III is going to come. Because all the money's going to the wrong places. All of our bills are still raising. By the way, is there, well, you know, that's another time. But remember, you get what you ask for and you get what you pay for. In reality and in your mind and in your heart. That's the problem. Some people have no heart. But we're supposed to forgive them. And I'm supposed to forgive. Do you think soldiers are going to forgive their enemies first when that enemy is coming to bomb them out of the planet? I think the unicorn in me says, I think I need to forgive my enemies and go up and sing Kumbaya. Like the black people were supposed to sing Kumbaya with the rednecks who want to rape them and hang them by a tree. Bitch, I will end you right here, then and now. See what happens when you bring that out of me? You project and I will come back to you with respect. Just to show you, guess what? That's not what you're going to do. But keep fucking with me and see what happens to you. The wrong way. That's why I say today, as these planes and helicopters fly all over the place, now will be a good time to recheck yourself for your own mental health and your own mental wealth. Look at her spitting out that poetic justice just so effortlessly. I told you I call this my creative therapy. And if some of you who really need a real therapist to talk to, listen. Some of you, you're not even in my pay grade, okay? Not even hell and God himself can help you. I'm not doing that. I threw that shit back. But for those of you who still have your mind and know how to hold a real conversation, we got a little time. to hang and chill and keep it real with ourselves. But I want peace in my place, okay? Don't bring that loud, bullshit, bogus ass jealous shit out there. I don't care what color you are. You'll find out what kind of alien superstar in real life I am. Because I am that I am. And at this point, I don't give a damn what you think of me. I'm on a very much a bigger mission. See, my mission is bigger than Jesus, because there are no J's. You'd be coming closer if you said Issa today, but that is too much for your programming. So I'm letting you learn along the way. I'm just dropping a bit of seeds of, knowledge here and there. Whether you nurture them or not, I really don't care. I'm just supposed to just drop the seeds, not nurture it for you. See, that's that slave master mentality in you. I told you here there's only three everywhere. Slave master, and troublemaker. And really, the troublemaker really doesn't care. Who was the one that came in with the whips and turning over the table saying, you Pharisees and you Sadducees are out of your damn mind. And they crucified. Understand why you come at me the way you do. But understand this. Oh my God, what is she on, God? That's it. Oh, here's a card. That says something where the devil can't even look at the card that they gave you. And this is what resonated to me. Justice. Not the Justice Tour. I'm not Beaver, the unbeliever. I'm not no Calabasas. I'm not being mad or mean or anything like that. Although that's how they will reflect back, right? Like soldier who got schooled too. So, if I can school an old soldier, I can't school you. Shroomy kids, stop doing shrooms. That kills. And you old people who set them up to do that, you know what? Jesus and Jesus forgives. Nah, 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 nah. How did she turn the whole music industry and the whole world out just being herself, right? Justice card drops. How dare she? The audacity of her. And I know it's still Gemini season. I'm still continuing to master my will. And all of my signs are firing at full capacity. Look at V just doing her in 2023. Bitch, I'm lit. I am that chick. I didn't say I was chosen. God did. I'm sick with it. Anyway, that's enough for today. Just know when you come my way, I'd be nice. I really would. That was a bug. Got in my way. Anyway, that's it. Have a nice day or a nice life. But think about that question, right? If World War III was to come, who you going to call on? Because that's what you got to stand on for the next 3 years. Real talk. Real oracle here. Prophecy. But you can pay those hoes on social media. You know what? Okay. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Next 3 years. What are these little buggies? Got another one. I'm slaying bugs today. Anyway, that's it. Next 3 years. Who you going to come if there's a World War III? You might want to think about that seriously.